Alright, the last section of IP version 4 addressing here, we're going to look at some of the traffic that has moved through our packet sniffer while we've been doing some of these tests. So previously from our laptop, we pinged the web server, and those packets should have been copied over here to the sniffer for us to look at. So let's now we're going to look at one of the last ICMP messages in there, because that should be one of the last pings we did. So I'll open up the sniffer here. I'm going to look at one of these down here. These are the ones we did earlier today. These are some of the last ones we did down here. So I'll just highlight one of these very last ones down here. I'll make this a little larger. And we now want to, previously we looked at the Ethernet header. Now let's look at the IP header. So with the IP header, we have here the source IP being 30.4, the destination being 30.177. Well, this is actually the reply coming back from the web server to the PC 30.177. If I highlight the one right before it, I should see those numbers flip-flop. The source being 30.177, the destination being 30.4, the web server. Because there is actually a ping request that goes over and a ping reply that comes back. So as I go through these, I'll see those two numbers flip-flop. So all I did was click one before so I can see the message coming from the laptop over to the web server. Well, as I look at those, there's the source and destination IP. That's exactly what we're looking at. Those were the IP addresses of the coming from the laptop, if you will, going to the web server. That's what I should be seeing there. And if I actually come over here and hold my pointer over to the laptop, I should see it actually is, in my case, 192.168.30.177. Again, yours might be 175, 178, something like that. That's okay. Just take note that your source address or destination address will be this address of your laptop, that IP address of your laptop, if you will. So back to my sniffer here. There is my IP header with the source and destination IP addresses, which is our focus on this part of the lab. So over here in my text file, let's gather those. We're going to do IP header source IP field. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to my text file over here. And I'll put another note here that this is layer 3. I'm just going to say this is maybe my sniffer data, something like that, so I remember that that's what this is. I'll paste that in. And the other one I want is the destination field, IP header destination field. And again, over here, here's my Ethernet here. There's my Ethernet addresses. That's my layer 2 Ethernet MAC addresses. I'm moving down to the IP header. There it is, the IP header right there. And we're looking at the source IP and the destination IP. So I'll highlight this right here. I'll say copy, and I will put that into my text file. And I'll paste the whole thing in. That's fine. Source IP, and there it is. And I'll do the destination IP here. Copy, right-click, copy. Come over here, right-click, paste, if you will. There's the source IP and the destination IP. That's what we're looking for that section. And that way I know you took a minute and looked at the sniffer and you're seeing these header fields and we're seeing these addresses actually in action, in actual data packets moving around our network. Alright, so if I look back through real quickly before I leave layer 4 or layer 3 here, I should see here was my layer 2, the MAC address header fields. Layer 3, we had the static IP ping from the Harrisburg PC, static IP ping from the Harrisburg laptop, dynamic IP for the Philadelphia PC, there's the dynamic IP, dynamic IP from the Philadelphia laptop, there it is, and then here we actually looked at the sniffer and saw the source and destination IP fields, IP source and destination addresses from our sniffer. All right, when we come back in the next section, we're going to move on to IP version 6.